Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Eco Visionaries Global Group. This is our second promo session for the International Conference and Awards to be held at New Delhi. Theme is AI and ML for sustainable education, sustainable health, and sustainable business. Every era is defined by who holds power. And in today's world, the power is not with the government, or the power is not in the hands of the rich people, or the power is not in the hand of the mighty people. Where is power? The power is in the code. So this is the era of artificial intelligence. This is the era where artificial intelligence is not just a technological revolution, it's a moral one. From healthcare and education to economics and elections, AI is shaping human behavior and influencing critical decisions. And this raises a deeper question. Who controls the code? Who holds the pen writing our future? And who is accountable when algorithms decide for us? As AI predicts, guides, and governs our lives, ethics can no longer be optional. So this conversation today, we are going to discuss about that who controls the code, where the responsibility lies. And we have the renowned personality who are the experts in their own fields. So we have four major personalities with us today. We have Advocate Firdaus, who is from the law background. And we have Mr. Simab Qayyum, who is again from law background. He is again advocate. And we have Anil Malik ji. Anil Malik ji is Lieutenant General and who has the defense background. So now I'm going to ask them the very crucial questions that how AI and ML is affecting their sectors, their industries, and where the responsibility lies if the things are decided by AI. But before that, this is my responsibility to ask them their brief introduction. So may I come to you, Advocate Firdaus ji, please introduce yourself.
Good evening, everyone. And I'm grateful to Dr. Sadia for inviting me for this promo for the International Conference and Awards, which is going to be held in Delhi. I think it's on 31st January.
Yes, 31st January.
So I would want everyone to go for it, to participate in it, because AI is something, the kind of topic that has been chosen for the conference also. It is booming and it is something where we till now do not know what are the benefits and what are the cons of it. Anyways, so I am Firdaus Kutubani and I am advocate on record, the first one who is from Kashmir as a woman AOR in Supreme Court. And I have been also enlisted by Forbes as one of the top most lawyers in India. I deal in arbitration, litigation, in the corporate, internationally, domestically also. There is a lot to say, Alhamdulillah. And I'm grateful to Dr. Sadia for inviting me for this session. And I do not really want to waste much time.
So, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. And please welcome Advocate Firdaus. Let's move to Advocate Simab Qayyum ji. Yes, Simab Qayyum. Please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Simab Qayyum. I'm also a practicing lawyer, and currently I'm practicing in Supreme Court and appearing in before the multiple tribunals. Currently residing in Noida, and a part of legal practice, I'm also exploring my practice for pro bono level, for the pro bono for NGOs, for multiple organizations who have continuously extending support to the downtrodden or underrepresented communities. And this is my brief introduction.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome Mr. Simab Qayyum. And now let me invite Lieutenant General Anil Malik ji. Yes, Anil Malik ji. Your introduction, please. Anil Malik ji, are you there? I think there is some technical glitch, no issue. So coming to Firdaus Wani ji, yes, Firdaus Wani, how AI and ML is affecting this legal? I think it has not affected much. Like this is as a layman point of view, and I can see that is still the lawyers are reading the books and going through the notes and making the notes and writing and writing and typing and typing. But anyway, for you, the question is that from a constitutional and legal standpoint, who should ultimately be accountable when AI systems cause harms? Developers, corporations, or the state?
Yeah, first coming to your query that whether AI has affected legal system or not, the answer is in affirmative. Yes, it has affected legal system, both on the lawyer side as well as on the judiciary side. So now we have so many of these search engines, and like we can talk about the chat GPT, we can talk about the Gemini. So it is being used, and then there are bots also who are now actually drafting for the lawyers.
Wow.
And recently we also had an episode where a judge actually he copied everything that was before this Singapore Arbitration Center. So the retired judge of the Supreme Court, he just copied everything, and then the order was passed, which was criticized also because it was without the application of mind that the AI was used. So now coming to the core question, that is from constitutional and legal standpoint, who should ultimately be responsible or accountable when AI systems cause harm? You asked whether developers, corporations, or the state. Now, there cannot be anyone, we cannot pinpoint a singular one from the developers, corporations, or the state. It has to be distributed and layered. Because what happens is that the developers are designing the AI systems. Now, the algorithm, the data that is coming in that, it is from the developers. And ultimately, when the corporations are using it or the state is using it, then the accountability therein is that they will have to verify it also before actually acting upon on it. So what has happened, I will just give you an example that recently I had a matter in US, and I was told therein, this story was told actually to me, that what has happened that in a court wherein they were actually hearing matters in respect to the traffic violations and the drug cases, the abuse of drugs. So it was found that maximum number of the accused persons were men of color, black. So it was actually questioned that how is this possible? So what was found that every decision that was being taken was by the AI system therein, and they were not applying the mind. So what was fed in the AI system was that majorly it is the men of color who indulge into the drug abuse or who are very rash and violent drivers. It was not the whites. So then it was looked into, and it was widely covered also. So therefore, normally, I mean, it happens with me also that the kind of news or the kind of discussions, because now we have these mics in the phones also, in every gadget, iPads, or even in the simple notebooks, we have those mics, and they hear whatever we are saying. So they catch the kind of thought process I have, and that is what comes on the feed that I'm looking into.
Yes,
so
that's true. That's very true. Yeah.
Yes. So therefore, it is the responsibility of the developers also to see that what kind of data. It should not be that it is only towards one group of people, one community that is there. So after that, it is the state which has to see, because normally what happens is that whatever is being developed, there is economic control of the corporates. The kind of commercialization, the thing they want that should reach to the people, the mindset they want should be of the people. So therefore everybody is responsible, and ultimately the state should be having the final responsibility, because at the end of the day, if my life is getting affected by the AI system, the kind of feed is there, my right to life, my constitutional right under Article 21 is being affected. Because if it is there in the feed that a particular community is like this, so it is ultimately getting into everybody's mind, and then ultimately my dignity and my life is at stake. So then it is the state which has to see that what is being fed. So they need to supervise whatever is being fed in the whatever AI is doing. So therefore, I think it is layered responsibility. It cannot be only.
Thank you, Firdaus. Thank you very much that it is layered responsibility. Now coming to Sima Qayyum ji from the same background, that how if we look at it with the Indian perspectives. So what basic rules should India set to make sure AI in the legal system is fair, safe, and respects people's privacy?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, if we talk about any rule or law concerned to AI in India, it is specifically mentioned that India does not currently have a single comprehensive statute, especially for the operation of AI. There is no. Instead of patchwork or of existing laws, guidelines, and advisories of various bodies, of the various government bodies we have, that just like Data Protection Bill Act and others, India must adopt foundational rights-based rules before deploying the AI in legal system, because currently we are continuously exercising and utilizing the AI services, but without any backup of a statute. So if I suggest that first, human control must be mandatory. AI should assist judges, lawyers, not replacing them. Any AI support decision affecting rights must remain subject to human review, reasoning, and accountability, because already lower courts passed the judgments, and already when the judgment they passed, the appeal lie before the higher court. Definitely the review must be there in the same process. So the second, strict data protection and safeguards are essential. AI system should follow data minimization principles, strong encryption and purpose limitations. Sensitive legal data must never be commercialized, because it is a very great challenge now these days. Bias testing, if I say before and after deployment, AI tool must be independently audited to prevent discrimination against vulnerable or marginalized communities, because they have very limited right to control their data. Fourth, AI should be used only where it adds genuine value, does not undermine the due process and judicial independence or access to justice. If I say that in our country, more than 5 crore cases are pending before the courts in the entire
5 crore
country.
cases?
Of course.
Oh
5 crore cases are pending before the court.
I'm sure if AI is given, they will do it within a day.
Definitely. AI is a panacea for our legal system specifically. But if I recall in the one argument before the Court of Justice call, and SG has submitted that we are continuously enhancing our judicial system. Then the observation came out before the from the bench that if the fresh filing is stopped, then we need 300 years to dispose of these pendency.
Oh my God. My God. Okay,
If the
Sima,
fresh filing will stop.
Thank you very much for sharing this type of information. It is really very scary. Now coming to Lieutenant General Anil Malik ji. Please introduce yourself, sir, because your introduction is missing. Everybody is eager to know about you. And then after that, I'll get back to you with what exactly we want to know from you. Yes, Anil ji. Please unmute yourself. Yes.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so thank you, Dr. Halima, for asking me to join these proceedings. Definitely a great privilege to be part of this international community. I've been a soldier for 40 years, starting in 1975. And thereafter, having served the country in all kinds of terrain, in all kinds of environment, the system kicked me up to a position where I could be in authority and where I could contribute at the strategic level. Post my retirement in 2013, I was able to participate with an infrastructure development company, which was called Hindustan Construction Company. They're into, if you're familiar with Mumbai, we have the Bandra Worli ceiling, the coastal road, most of the power projects in J&K, the large tunnels in J&K were made by this company. And I was participant in looking after the business development as also the corporate affairs, which I was involved with Hindustan Construction Company till the COVID came in, and then I left, and I now participate in trying to encourage the youth, trying to contribute towards their future, guiding them as to what real life is all about. It is my perception that life is quite different from what is projected. I also feel that while our education system has taken leaps and bounds, there are still areas where we forget about what ground realities are. So that is a mission I set myself to shape the future for the youth. Okay, so that much about myself, and it's always a pleasure for Dr. Halima is always very kind to invite me for a lot of our discussions. We've been participants together on a number of occasions. Thank you, Dr. Halima.
Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome Lieutenant General Anil Malik ji. And Anil Malik ji, coming to you with the question that you have served as a soldier, as you said to us. So at that time, I'm sure that there won't be any AI. But now in the present scenario with AI is taking place everywhere, every sector. So how does AI reshape national security and military decision makings? And where should ethical red lines be clearly drawn? So what is your opinion about this? If AI is taken into the defense sector as well, then where the line has to be drawn? Because this is a very sensitive sector, as we all know.
Okay, like you rightfully said, when I was part of the military, artificial intelligence was not on the horizon. But I do remember it was in the late 80s, I think around 89 or early 90, that I was involved in a project called the Command Information Decision Support System. And what it implied was, while the term AI was not being used, but what it implies was that information being gathered from various resources, whether it be ground-based sensors, or it be from satellites, or from information coming in from people who are operating in these fields, and be put into a system which all the information could be put together and used. But the focus then was on support system. Now, as we go along the rest of the question and I attempt to answer those, my focus is that any system, particularly artificial intelligence, I'm sure we have such renowned lawyers here, educationists here, we'll all understand that we are looking at a support system. And artificial intelligence, in my understanding, is that whether it be for national security, it will have to continue as a support system, a decision support system where information is given to you. What has changed now over the years? What has changed is that the information that we were looking for all the while is now coming to us at a much faster pace. Press of a button, I am getting information from all sources. Now, what happens is that there is also too much of information is landing up, right? And if too much of information is available, then obviously decision making also becomes cluttered.
Yeah, sometimes
Number
it's so
two,
difficult what to take and what not to take.
exactly. So the system is giving you a lot of information. System is giving you information in real time. In the old era, we had to wait for I gathered information. It took me time to get that information. I had time to think. Today, the information comes onto my screen, and it comes so fast that I get confused as to, like you said, what to use and whether to use it at all or not.
Yeah.
Is that information that is coming to me by these plethora of sensors? Is it of use to me? Number two, it'll be in military terms, it'll be giving me a large number of targets appearing in front of me on the battlefield. Okay, now which one do I choose? So obviously, what happens is when you are confused as to what to choose, when to choose, you make the error of coming under pressure from the system and say, okay, ye information is being given to me. Let's make the best of it and destroy the target that is coming up. Or should I ponder over it? Should I realize that is it going to be of good use, or is it going to damage whatever efforts that I'm making? So therefore, when we talk about using a system like this, particularly for national security, there has to be a level at which the information is going to be analyzed. And I understand that AI is even giving you an analysis. They're saying, this is best for you. So press the button now and the best results and the fastest results are going to come to you. That is where ethics come into the system. This is where accountability comes to the system. There is a responsibility, and somebody has to be made responsible. Somebody is held accountable. And that is one of the basic fundamentals of national security. In anything that happens in national security, somebody is responsible for it. Okay, we cannot allow machines to dictate to us as to what action needs to be taken and whether it needs to be taken at all, because otherwise there can be chaos. Today we have nuclear weapons. One press of a wrong button can destroy the world.
Right? Yeah, I'm afraid of that. And, sometimes I feel that the speed, the amount of robots and the sectors that they are being taken. So sometimes I really feel that maybe if it is in that sector and somebody just say press and then it is pressed and over, now there is no coming back. There is no return point.
Yeah, and in any other field, there can still be, we can maybe withdraw our judgment, or we can, sometimes we can say, I was misinterpreted, right? But here it means lives. When it comes to military or it comes to national security, there cannot be any chances. So when we structure our systems, you make use of the artificial intelligence in our system, we have to make sure that it must remain, our programs should be such that they are meant to provide us information, help us analyze the thing, give us quick decisions, but yet the authority must rest with somebody answerable. Perhaps I'm sure we all understand that a use of a nuclear weapon will probably be only with the head of the state, whether it be the President of the United States or the Prime Minister in India or any country. The decision to use such a thing will not even be left to the armed forces. Okay, I remember reading in school something called Winston Churchill said, war is too serious a business to be left to generals. Okay, so today I can say the same thing, that national security is too serious a business to be left to machines.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Lieutenant General Anil Malik ji. It was really very comprehensive. And yes, ethical interference is very, very important. If we don't have ethical limitations or ethical adherence in any inventions, in any advancement, then that advancement or that development is incomplete. That cannot be considered as complete. So now coming to the conference that we all are going to attend, and we are very eager and enthusiastic about that. So what is your preparation, Advocate Firdaus Swaniji? You are one of the speaker in the conference. So what do you think, why the people should attend your session in the conference?
You have invited me, that is why they should attend. Anyways, I have not yet shared my topic with you, but I am in fact writing a paper. It's kind of a thesis that I'm anyways writing on the AI and the judiciary system somehow. So the kind of research that has went into that, I believe that currently as sir, what can I call you? Sir General Malik, sir, or what can I call you?
You can call me by my name. Otherwise, general is good enough.
Okay, so I can call you Anil ji, because that would feel more close to me. But then general is something, I would want to call you. So sometimes general and sometimes maybe Anil ji. So the way he said that, in the AI system, if the button goes and the life goes away. So today there are high risk AI systems. So in that, what I understand that in India, we do have certain laws, but these are partial and fragmented. So right now we need to have a law to classify the high risk AI systems. We need to have law which actually makes it mandatory for the human oversight or human accountability or the human explainability, which I will say. And also that, the developers that I was initially also saying, the state, their liability, it is nowhere. It is not clearly allocated anywhere. So therefore, I think it's very important. Am I still audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. So I think it's very important that, we have...
Whose mobile is ringing?
It's mine only. So anyway, so I think we need to have independent regulatory authorities, like we have ED, we have CBI, we have all these, but we do not have any authority currently to regulate the AI system. So there is a need for independent regulatory authority also. There is a need to formulate a kind of process for deployment of AI designs, which is fair, non-discriminatory. And as sir also said, it's very important that there has to be some kind of a moral compass. So I think in my paper, whatever I would be presenting, I would in fact talk about all this. And law is something which is, and as sir also said, that we should be governing AI. It should not be AI governing us. So I would see that the constitution should be actually governing the AI, not AI is governing constitution and deciding what is for us. Therefore, yes, that ways everybody can join in for my paper, whatever I would be presenting, because it is still it's still a terrain which is we still have to explore a lot in that. So I think it would be good if people join in and hear me there.
Oh, wow, Firdaus, thank you very much. I'm really very eager to attend your session and learn more about this, because, sometimes I used to feel that, how we, the teachers, are making the lesson plans very easily through the AI, and how we are taking the notes and giving to the students very easily. So if it is being done by the lawyers, then how dangerous it is.
Yes.
Although teachers are also dangerous, because teachers can give them wrong information.
I told you, I'm sorry, I'm cutting you in between. I told you that a retired Supreme Court judge passed an order just on the basis of AI without application of mind. And also in the Delhi High Court, one order was passed wherein everything was copied from some other judgment without even referring to that. That it has been copied from somewhere else. We do refer to other judgments, but it was not. And ultimately, everything was planted on the research clerk or the intern, but it was all done through AI. And then just recently, yesterday only, I was reading, even I think Mr. Semab might have also heard about it, that a party who was arguing in person in Mumbai High Court, he had submitted a written submission, and in that he had cited certain judgments. When the judge and his staff were looking for those judgments, he had referred to that, on the basis of these judgments my order should be passed in my favor. So those judgments were not to be found anywhere. That was all created by AI, and
Yeah,
he had downloaded it.
definitely.
So this is what is happening. So good of that judge that he actually asked his team that please look into this, and whether these judgments are authentic or not. Had he not applied his mind on that and just passed a judgment on this basis that yes, there are already certain precedents and we should give this order in his favor, then how injustice it would have been. So therefore, human intervention is very much needed, and just AI is still growing, and we need to see that it should not actually rule us. So therefore, but the youngsters are doing it.
They should be our servants, not our masters.
Right.
Yes, Mr. Simab, I know when I was discussing and when I was inviting you to be the speaker at this forum, in this conference, so you were very eager to tell me that there is lack of knowledge and information about the legal aspects among the youth, among the students. No much focus is there. We talk about sustainability, we talk about AI, we talk about the ethics, constitution, we talk about other things, but we don't talk about the legal in very serious note, at very serious note. So what is in your mind that you want to share on that day in the conference with the participants, and what do you want to convey through your presentation over there?
Actually, ma'am, I'm trying to focus on the pendency of the cases. Okay. How the AI could cope up the pendency of the cases. It is because pendency of the cases are ultimately denying of justice. Because cases are not deciding in time. So already Firdaus ma'am already known that we all, the Supreme Court lawyers or even the High Court lawyers, always mention in our petitions since long that judgment has passed mechanically before the AI has invented even then. So already if the AI has generated the judgment, then we have a power to review it. At least AI will pass multiple judgments in very short span. Then we have a power. Moreover, we have a right to appeal. Then such points has been left by the trial judge or the High Court. So ultimately, definitely, we should govern the AI, not we have to govern through the AI. So mostly focus on the pendency and efficiency skill. Moreover, the skill is must because we have around 21 lakh lawyers in India. And sorry to say, but it's true, 80% are, if I'm wrong, the 80% are incompetent.
No,
because no, the issue is the reason behind that. We have
asking for trouble.
No, actually, I'm mentioning the caveat that we have 25 lakh army personals around, and they are able to manage the boundaries of the country. Then why the lawyers are 21 lakhs and they are not able to cope up the pendency of the cases? This is the important question.
It shows that external disturbance is less than the internal disturbance. So there are more domestic and corporate cases rather than the outside enemies.
Definitely. So the AI could become skillful to our lawyers, and the lawyers must adopt the AI. Then they will be able to participate in multiple cases.
Thank you, Mr. Simab. Thank you very much. Yes, AI can be used as a very effective tool. And of course, the human intervention has to be there. Human brain has to work. And then the things can be very easy. Collecting the information, at least at that level, when we are collecting the information, we can take the help from AI, and that's going to speed up the things that you have already mentioned, and you have shown your concern about that. Yes, Anil Malik ji. So I have always been very, very keen listener of your topics and your talks whenever you have delivered either on my platform or any other platform. So at this time, when we are having this conference for sustainable future, we are talking about sustainable future, and AI is going to play some role in that. So what is your planning, preparation, why the people should come to attend your session in the conference?
Okay, thank you. I feel I could contribute by giving my views on two aspects: sustainable business and sustainable education.
Okay.
And I would like to, while doing that, I'd like to draw lessons from my experience in the armed forces. There are a lot of things which the armed forces has done which are applicable to business. In fact, a lot of corporate houses depend on a lot of initiatives by the armed forces. We keep talking about innovation. I think the armed forces, without formalizing it, innovate every day. Every soldier, wherever he is, indulges in innovation. And innovation, I think, is one of the major steps towards sustainability. Right. So I would like to contribute by bringing out certain life examples and how they are applied to things. We are all aware that management as a subject was adopted first by the armed forces, and then everybody else took it on. I would also like to bring out that while the world is adopting seriously the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, but I still feel that a lot of things are being put on the back burner because of large egos of the people who are involved. Right? Today, we have been told that, and we have realized also that the United Nations itself is more or less become defunct, right? Okay, and if the United Nations is being treated the way it is being treated, you can imagine how much effort is actually being made to upkeep the sustainable development goals that all of us have adopted. Right? And we are keen to maintain that. So these are a few aspects that I would like to talk about. And maybe you had mentioned that we could have this thing in the form of a chat, which
Yes,
whatever
we
you
will have
decide.
the Socrates dialogues in the form of, and you will be asked certain questions that, and then you will be replying on that. Maybe some questions are quite crucial as well. The burning
Sure,
question.
whatever thing. And of course, I'm looking forward to hearing Dr. Raja Mohan. I've heard him once earlier, and very keen to
Yes,
hear what
Dr.
he has.
Raja Mohan is from
But
Singapore.
before that, for the two lawyers here, I must tell you that my son is a lawyer, so we have a lot of discussion at home. You know, father and son, we don't agree on most of the things. He's been practicing for about 20 years in Delhi, right? And in the criminal field is also the special prosecutor for the NIA, and so we have a lot of things that you are discussing today. I keep grilling him on that, so I'm looking forward to definitely hearing the lawyer community.
Yes, yes, sir. Actually, it is very common for the lawyer's family. My mother and my father is also a lawyer. Then always a discussion.
My
Yes,
husband
Dr.
is a
Raja
lawyer, my
Mohan.
father is also from the same field, but irrespective of the fact that whether father is from the same field or from other field, there are always disagreements. And then the
Obviously.
child goes, when we go outside, then we actually say what our father has said. But otherwise, we
We never agree at home.
we never agree, but then we know that the father is always right. So this is what happens. Right, so.
Yes, Rajaji, we all are eager to listen from you. So please introduce yourself.
Yeah, thanks, Dr. Malik, Anil Malik, Senab Kuyam, and who is that? Wani.
Firdaus Wani.
Yeah, Firdaus Wani. Yeah, thanks for all that. Thanks for all your introduction. Unfortunately, I could not present anything today, so due to some other works. So maybe by next week I will present my topics, and it's really I'm very excited to know you all. Thank you so much. I'm from Singapore, so this is a Singapore time. So I will do something. I will do my presentation by next week.
Okay,
Thanks, Kalima, for these arrangements.
thank you very much. Thank you. And now this is the time to thank each one of you present here for your valuable time, for your valuable discussion.
Sure.
And we are on the live show, and the people on live, they are watching us, and we are trying to inculcate some ethical values along with artificial intelligence for the sustainable future. And thank you for sparing your valuable time. We are very keen and eager to have your presence in the conference. We have already invited our chief guest, Honorable MLA of Delhi Legislative Assembly. So, and we have invited the very renowned journalist, Miss Nidhi Kulpati. You all must be aware, you must have seen her on NDTV. And we have a couple of IPS officers, those who are very active, like use of AI in the finance or use of AI in the business. And we have professors, we have principals and teachers, those who will be sharing their valuable thoughts and ideas that how AI is affecting their sectors and their walks of life as well. And we have virtual panel as well. In the virtual panel, we have Dr. Raja Mohan, who is from Infosys. He's a very senior professional, but he has now taken up another hat. He's wearing the hat of now coach and trainer and human developer. So that's what he is very keen to attend such type of conferences where he can spread the values, and he can use this platform to convey his mission and vision and the niche of life. So that's what his mission, to make the people more productive. So, and then we have Dr. B. Ramanathan, who is the expert into research, and he will be sharing his ideas about AI in the field of research. Then we have Mr. Nara Subramaniam, who will be discussing about AI for the business development. Then we have a new phase, we can say budding star. He is from United Kingdom, and he will be talking about, he is a scientist, and he will be taking the session about how AI is helping the scientists in developing their research faster, and sometimes we can say accurate, but sometimes it is misguiding as well. So he is Yasir Malik. He will be there from United Kingdom. He will be in the virtual panel. And we are expecting that very serious people, those who are really keen to learn about AI, or those who are already practicing AI, and they will be sharing their best practices, so that it is going to be a very comprehensive conference. Discussion will be on the pros and cons of AI, where we have to face the challenges and how we can make it beneficial for the humanity. So once again, thank you very much. And before we close, I just request you all to kindly say one liner at the end of the session. So one liner that can be remembered by the people. Yes. Anil Malik ji.
Before I say that one liner which people can remember, I just want to tell you that today evening gave me an opportunity to learn how to put a background, though I still put it the wrong way up. Okay, so that much for thing. I think AI, machine learning, these are going to be there for the rest of, at least I know, the rest of our lives. And but it's, unless we set the yardsticks and the standards today, we don't want it to become Frankenstein, a monster who overcomes all of us. So let's hope that we can all put our heads together to keep the leash on AI and use it for our good and good of the people and of humanity.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, Mr. Simap.
A very good discussion we have. I'm trying to prepare my notes for the conference. I'm continuously focusing on. So, inshallah, we all will meet there.
Thank you. Yes, Firdaus Waniji.
So the closing line for today's this panel discussion, I would just say that the real question is not whether AI will govern us, but it is whether constitutional principles will govern AI. Because in our country, what happens is that every law that is, every statute that is formulated, it has to be compatible with the constitution. So when AI and everything comes, it should not be the question whether it will govern us. It should be that it should be governed by the rule of law, because we are also, no, we can do anything.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the law, it tells us, no, you cannot do everything. So that is what has to be brought in, that AI can do everything, but there has to be a law which tells it that, no, you cannot do everything. You have to be, you are accountable. So that is it, that the question is not whether AI can govern us, but it is that whether constitutional principles can govern AI. And it was pleasure to have kind of, अभी तो बस मिले हैं मलिक जी से, सर से और कयूम साहब से, so and Mr. Raja Mohan. So I'm waiting to make more friends in the conference and to kind of get more knowledge from people like sir. I mean अभी भी जो है थोड़ा सा जितना भी उन्होंने बताया, so it was mesmerizing. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Firdaus. Yes, Raja Mohanji.
Yeah, thanks, Kalima, for this chance, and I really appreciate all the efforts, and I learned a lot of things from Vani, Sibab, and Anil Malik, sir. And yeah, we actually AI is growing, so learning is lifelong journey, right? So the AI should be responsible and ethics, follow ethics. So responsible AI and ethics AI should be in the future. Otherwise, there is a deep seek and other things are going to happen. So it is happening now. So it should, these all should be avoided. So AI should be followed in the respectable way of responsible and followed by ethics. That's all my thoughts. Thanks, Sakalima.
Thank you, Dr. Raja Mohan, and thank you, everyone. I extend my warm thanks to everyone. You all have shared your valuable thoughts. Now, the big question is, AI is governing us, or we govern AI, or the Constitution will govern AI. Now, the future will decide, but this is a crucial time when we all have to think about this. Today only, I will give you one example. So I have written a letter to the chief guest, and I have just drafted some information about him, and then I have taken from the link from the Google, and I have fed in the chat GPT and asked to write the letter, and very beautifully it was written. But 3 facts were wrong in that. Luckily, I sent to my friend first, who is like inviting the guest who is known to the chief guest. So first I sent the letter to him. He said, "From where you got this information, cabinet minister?" I said, "I don't know. It is all given me by ChatGPT, and I have already incorporated in that." So that's what we have to be very, very keen. Each and everything we cannot take. So who will govern AI, or whether AI will govern us? That is the question we all have to ponder upon. Thank you very much once again. Take care and good night to all of you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Good night.
Thank you. Thanks.